It is sometimes said by defenders of Joe Biden that we shouldn't make too much of his mumbling, bumbling incoherence.
Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID.
He's not suffering from dementia. They say he's always been a little like this. And of course, we know from other examples that there are presidents and public figures who have a very problematic relationship to the English language, notably George H.W. Bush. But I think we can test this proposition about Joe Biden by listening to Joe Biden from a generation ago. Here he is.
I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on?
Now, watching this, one can focus on the fact that Biden has switched his position. He used to believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, and now he apparently doesn't. But that's not the point. The point is Biden here is together. He's with it. His sentences flow one from the other. He makes sense. Now let's listen to Biden today.
It's a case where we cannot let this, we've never allowed any crisis from the Civil War straight through to the pandemic of 17, all the way around 16. We have never let our democracy take second fiddle. We can both have a democracy and elections and at the same time correct the public health.
It's very obvious that Biden has seen a tremendous mental decline. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that he's clinically suffering from dementia, but he's clearly suffering from political dementia. He's functionally incoherent. Now, you might think I'm making this point just because Biden is a Democrat, but no, if this were the Republican nominee, I would be appalled. I think most conservatives would be appalled. We'd be trying to yank this guy off the ticket. So the Democrats are actually playing a very cynical game. They're putting Biden up front knowing that he's out of it, knowing that he is going through perhaps his, what Shakespeare called his second childhood. But their hope is that Biden's name can help them get elected, get across the finish line. And then they will employ a little army of ventriloquists and puppeteers to move Biden around and perhaps even ultimately turn the baton over to his vice president, who would be in effect their real nominee. This is a very cynical game to play in Democratic politics, but the Democrats these days will stop at nothing.